Now, let us take the next example. We have a region enclosed by y axis, a curve x equal to f of y. Now, we are taking x equal to f of y, looking it from the y axis, and the lines y equal to a and y equal to b. Now, such a region is revolved about y axis. So, it falls into place because x and y are interchanged here, that is the only trick here. Then the volume of revolution has to be the limits in y, and the disk is pi into f of y square, then dy. So, that is clear from our earlier analysis. Okay. Instead of x, we are taking y here. So, by using this, we are going to solve a problem which is revolving around y axis instead of x axis. So, now find the volume of the solid generated by revolving the region between the y axis. So, this is y axis and the curve x equal to 2 divided by y, this is the curve for the portion of the curve for what 1 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 4. So, that is this is the portion of the curve that is being revolved around y axis. So, look at this, it is revolved around y axis. So, you get a solid which is painted green here just on the second picture. We want to find such a volume. So, we just go back to our formula because this is generating a disk here, as that slice becomes a disk easily due to the revolution around y axis. So, and here x is a function of y. So, it is pi times f of y square, which is pi 2 divided by y square. So, volume is simply 1 to 4 pi times 2 divided by y whole square dy. And it is, so it is 4 pi square, 4 pi divided by y square, and this is to be integrated. 1 by y square has the integral as minus 1 by y. Therefore, it is 4 pi minus 1 by y evaluated at 1 and 4 and then subtracted. So, if you simplify, you would get the answer as 3 pi. So, now you see we can also do this while subtracting, while revolving some region around y axis. Okay. Fine. So, let us see one more problem. Here we want to find the volume of the solid generated by revolving about y axis, the region enclosed by the curve y equal to 4 by pi tan inverse x. So, the curve is given in terms of y equal to f of x, but we are revolving about y axis. And what is the region? The curve region is bounded by y equal to 4 by pi tan inverse x, the y axis and the line y equal to 1. So, everything is given in terms of y, only the curve is given y as a function of x. That should not be a problem. So, let us see x equal to, we can write x equal to tan of pi by 4 y instead of y equal to 4 by pi tan inverse x. So, now everything is expressed in terms of y, x is a function of y. We have the limits for y as y equal to 1, and what is the other point? That of course, we have to find out. That will be the intersection of the curve along the and the y axis, right. So, which is turns out to be 0. Okay. So, this is the region we have found, that region is revolved around y axis. So, it gets something like this, a cone type, but it is not exactly cone. So, the curve is x equal to tan pi y by 4 and the volume should be equal to 0 to 1 pi. So, it is pi f of y square dy and then to be integrated from the limits for y. So, it is integral 0 to 1 on the y axis pi tan square pi y by 4 dy, fine, and that we have to evaluate now. To evaluate, what we do, it is tan square pi y by 4. So, we substitute pi y by 4 equal to say u. then du becomes pi by 4 dy, and when y equal to 0, we get u equal to 1, right. When y equal to 0, u is also equal to 0, not 1, right, u equal to 0, and when y equal to 1, we get pi divided by 4. This one is correct. Fine. So, our volume will be equal to integral 0 to, in terms of u, integral 0 to pi by 4, and then it is pi times dy. So, dy becomes 4 du, right, pi was already there. So, it have 4 du, and this is tan square u. Okay. So, our volume is 0 to pi by 4, 4 times tan square u du, which is 4 times secant square u minus 1 times du. We just rewrite it, tan square u as secant square u minus 1, because we know the integral of secant square will be tan. That gives you tan u for secant square u, and 1 becomes u, right, and 0 to pi by 4. So, you have a 4 here, that constant, and that when simplified gives you 4 minus pi. Fine. So, sometimes the curve might be given as y equal to f of x, but if you can find it out that x in terms of y, then that simplifies to obtain the volume. Okay. So, let us take the next problem. Find the volume of the solid generated by revolving about the y axis, the region bounded by the lines x equal to 0, y equal to 1, and the curve x equal to square root of 2y divided by y square plus 1. So, here the limits of y are not given explicitly here, we may have to find out, but it is written x equal to 0, that is the y axis, right, and it is revolved around y axis. So, that falls into place. We have y equal to 1 and we need the other limit. Fine. So, if you plot, it looks something like this, that x equal to square root of 2y divided by y square plus 1 gives this curve, and then it has to be revolved about y axis. First the region. So, the region is bounded by line x equal to 0, which is the y axis, y equal to 1. So, which is the top one here, this line, and the curve. So, that gives nicely the region, and this region is revolved around y axis. Fine. So, when it is y axis, it will be our earlier one, that integral a to b pi f of y square dy. So, that is pi x square really. So, then what are the limits? We have limit as x for y. On the top we have already 1, and the down we see that the intersection of this curve with y axis, if you take the y axis and the intersection, both are same. So, you would get y equal to 0. Therefore, the lower limit for y is 0. Then the volume is expressed at 0 to 1 pi times square root of 2y divided by y square plus 1 whole square dy, and it is a matter of computing the integral now. So, how do we compute the integral? It is square root of 2y divided by y square plus 1. So, y square plus 1 is creating problem on the numerator, denominator. Okay. So, what do we do? We substitute u equal to y square plus 1. So, once you substitute, you get du equal to 2y dy, and let us find the limits. When y equal to 0, u equal to 1, and when y equal to 1, u equal to 2. That is right. So, we rewrite the integral now. It is integral from in u 1 to 2, and then this is square root of, it is 2y dy, and we have made the square. So, let us write the integral first, it will be easier to see, pi times, this is really 2y divided by y square plus 1 square and dy. That is the reason we have put y square plus 1 as u. So, now this gives 2y y dy is du, and y square plus 1 square on the denominator gives u to the power minus 2. Limits are 1 to 2 and that is the correct integral. Now, this can be integrated. U to the power minus 2 gives minus 1 by u, evaluated at the limits 1 and 2 subtracted. So, that simplifies to pi divided by 2. Okay. So, this is how we will be proceeding. Let us take maybe one more problem. So, here we want to find the volume of the solid generated by revolving about the line y equal to root 2. It is not any axis, it is a line now, that is another line, not the axis, y equal to root 2. And what do we revolve? The region in the first quadrant, bounded above by the line y equal to root 2, that same line. So, it is really touching that that line, the axis of revolution is really one of the boundaries, and below by the curve y equal to secant x into tan x, right, and on the left by the y axis. So, how does it look? We have the region, this is y equal to, we have the region as in the first quadrant, bounded above by the line y equal to root 2, and below by the curve y equal to secant x and tan x, it is this curve, and on the left by the y axis. So, this is the region, fine. This region is revolved about the line y equal to root 2, not about y axis, but about this line. So, it may term something like this, and it is revolved around this. So, the areas will be, cross sectional areas will be looking like this, fine. We want to find the volume of that solid. It is only we are doing is revolving it around y equal to root 2, okay, fine. So, now what is this cross sectional area? So, that cross sectional area will have some radius. When you take x here, the point is x. So, it is point x. What is the radius of that? We want to find out this radius. So, that is really root 2, this side is root 2 minus this side which is on the white. So, that is the curve y equal to sec x plus into tan x. So, the radius is equal to, this radius is equal to root 2 minus secant x into tan x, fine. So, we get this disc whose area is root 2 minus secant x tan x whole square times pi, that is the area. Therefore, volume equal to 0 to pi by 4. Why it is pi by 4? Because when y equal to root 2, that is the intersection of the line y equal to root 2 and the curve y equal to secant x into tan x gives us x equal to pi by 4. That is, you just write root 2 minus secant x tan x. So, that gives you x equal to pi by 4, fine. So, once you get that point, you know the limits for x, which is from 0 to that pi by 4. So, volume is 0 to pi by 4 into pi times the radius square root 2 minus secant x tan x square dx. Now, we want to evaluate this integral. So, pi goes out, 0 to pi by 4 remains, and we expand that root 2 minus sec x tan x square, which gives 2 plus sec square x plus tan square x minus 2 into root 2, there is no 3 here, 2 into root 2 secant x tan x dx. Now, we integrate. So, integration of 2 is 2x, integration of sec square x into tan square x gives you tan cubed x by 3. How is it? So, here you have to take say tan x as u. So, that tan square x and secant square x dx becomes du. So, it is tan cubed x divided by 3, right, u cubed by 3. Of course, if you differentiate you get back that, and then integral of secant x tan x is secant x and we have the constant as 2 root 2. Okay. So, that is how it looks, and they are to be evaluated at 0 to pi by 4 and then subtracted. So, that simplifies to pi times pi by 2 plus 2 root 2 minus 11 by 3. So, you see it is pretty straightforward, though it is called disk method. Always you have to think of the slice method, but only thing is that the cross sectional area becomes a disk, that is why the name. Okay. Let us see the next problem. Here we want to find the volume of the solid generated by revolving the region between the parabola x equal to y square plus 1. So, this is the parabola x equal to y square plus 1. Here is the parabola x equal to y square plus 1, and the line x equal to 3. This is the line x equal to 3, about the line x equal to 3. Okay. So, we have x equal to y square plus 1, which is the parabola. This parabola is revolved around line x equal to 3. So, now you should get the radius. Radius is made blue here, pink, it is written here radius. So, what is that radius? At any y, point y, the curve is x equal to y square plus 1. So, at any y, this length is equal to y square plus 1, but this length is already, it is the line x equal to 3. So, the radius is 3 minus y square plus 1, which is equal to 2 minus y square. So, since this radius is 2 minus y square, we would get the cross sectional area, which is the disk, which is pi into 2 minus y square square. Now, what are the limits of integration? So, you must find these 2 points. It is on the line x equal to 3. So, we find out where x equal to 3 intersects the curve x equal to y square plus 1. So, we get y square plus 1 equal to 3, that gives y equal to plus or minus root 2. So, y is minus root 2, y is plus root 2, these are the intersection points. Correspondingly, if you compute x, they will be equal to 3, fine. So, the intersection points are 3 minus root 2 to 3 root 2, and we are integrating with respect to y. So, we just take minus root 2 to root 2, fine. So, we can write the volume as minus root 2 to root 2 pi into 2 minus y square square dy, and now you have to obtain the integral, expand it, that gives 4 plus y fourth minus 2 y square, expanding that whole square, and pi remains, and now 4 as the integral as 4 y fourth as y fifth by 5 minus 2 y square gives minus 4 by 3 y cubed, and it is multiplied by pi, evaluated at root 2 and minus root 2, then subtract it. If you simplify, you would obtain 64 pi root 2 divided by 15 as the answer. Okay. So, let us stop here.